Last month, at Tesla Battery Day, Elon Musk gave us new details of how he's going to make his batteries cheaper and better. He unveiled 5 new innovations which, when combined together, could mean that we're going to be driving around in Teslas and electric vehicles sooner than we might think. There is no doubt that Teslas are cool cars. They're insanely quick and they can basically drive themselves. They've done a lot for increasing the popularity of electric vehicles. According to a survey by AlixPartners, 27% of people said that the next car that they purchase would be electric. But currently, only 5% of cars sold are electric, and this may be down to 2 big problems. First, cost. A Tesla Model 3 starts at $38,000, which is still too high for the majority of people, and still more than the petrol equivalent cars. But most of this extra cost is actually down to the battery. Almost a third of the cost of producing an electric car is due to the battery. The second issue is range. The current selection of Teslas have ranges that start from 260 miles. Now this is fine for the majority of journeys, and is higher than most typical other electric cars that only have a range of around 200 miles. But looking at average journeys is not enough. If you occasionally drive long distances and don't have access to fast charging, then it's going to be very hard to justify spending the extra money on an electric car. Now what you might notice is that both of these issues have to do with the battery, and that's why Tesla gave batteries their own 2 hours and 40-minute presentation. But here's a quick summary so you don't have to sit through the whole thing. The first is a new cell design. Battery packs are made up of hundreds of cells, and a new design means that these cells can be made larger whilst generating less heat. The second is an improvement in the layout of the battery factory. They've taken inspiration from other manufacturing plants, such as for making bottles, to improve the efficiency of their production line. Third is a new anode material. They're now using silicon, which is readily available compared to graphite. The fourth new innovation is new cathode materials, along with a simplified manufacturing process. Tesla can now use a combination of nickel, iron, or manganese, depending on the use of the battery. Finally, integrating the batteries within the structure of the cars themselves. This is something that they took from aircrafts, where the structure becomes a fuel tank, rather than placing the fuel tank within the empty hole in the structure. What this means is that instead of putting the batteries into a gap in the bottom of the car, they're now going to build the batteries directly into the structure of the car, and this improves weight and increases range. So what does this all add up to? Well, battery costs have reduced by an enormous 56%, and if you remember that batteries make up almost a third of the cost of producing an electric car, then this means the total cost of manufacturing has decreased by 15%. This makes Teslas more price competitive with petrol cars. And if you look at how Tesla displays the prices on their website, it could actually make them cheaper to buy after including government incentives and fuel savings. Range has also increased by 54%. Now if we take the base Model 3 having a range of 260 miles, we can see that that would actually increase the range to 400 miles. So when can we expect these new batteries to arrive? Well, Elon announced a new crazy high performance version of the Model S. This version will arrive in late 2021 and will have over 520 miles range and do 0 to 60 in less than 2 seconds. But what might be more exciting is that a lower priced $25,000 Tesla will be coming in 2023. Tesla say their mission is to accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy. Now, considering the average price of new cars sold in America is $37,000, then a low-priced Tesla with a large enough range might be the car that changes our dependence on fossil fuels. Elon tweeted his plans for replacing 1% of the global vehicle stock every year. Now that equates to 20 million vehicles each year, far more than any other car manufacturer. So what do you think? Do you think we'll all be driving Teslas in 10 years' time? If you enjoyed this video, then please subscribe to my channel for new videos every Thursday. I'm Chris, and this was Simple Strategy.